Destroy Your Weakness and Unleash Your True Power, written and published by United Sports. Weakness is not just a lack of strength. It is an illusion that holds people back from achieving their full potential. The real problem is not that weakness exists. It's that most people refuse to face it. They ignore it, suppress it, or pretend it doesn't matter. But here's the truth. Your weaknesses are not there to define you. They are there to be destroyed. And the moment you recognize them, you take the first step toward true power. If you want to rise above the rest, if you want to stand tall in a world that constantly tests you, you must have the courage to look your weaknesses straight in the eye and say, "You will not control me." Most people spend their entire lives running from their weaknesses, avoiding discomfort, and making excuses. They say, "I'm just not good at this," or "That's just the way I am." These are the lies that create a prison, an invisible cage built from fear and self-doubt. But what if, instead of running, you confronted your weaknesses? What if you had the mindset that every weakness was simply an opportunity to grow stronger? The strongest individuals in history were not born powerful. They built their strength by breaking down the walls of their limitations, one brick at a time. To destroy weakness, you must first name it. What is holding you back? Is it laziness, fear, doubt, procrastination, insecurity? Be brutally honest with yourself. You cannot fix what you refuse to acknowledge. The greatest warriors in life are not those who are flawless. They are the ones who are willing to admit where they are weak and then do something about it. Strength is not about being perfect. It is about taking responsibility for who you are and who you are becoming. Your mind is the battlefield. If you let weakness live in your thoughts, it will dominate your actions. Every time you tell yourself, "I can't, it's too hard," or "I'm not ready," you reinforce the chains that hold you back. But if you shift your mindset and say, "I may be weak now, but I am willing to fight," then everything changes. The moment you decide that weakness is temporary, you reclaim your power. The weak make excuses. The strong make adjustments. Which one are you? Weakness is often disguised as comfort. The habits that keep you in the same place, the routines that require no effort, these are the enemies of growth. People who achieve greatness do not wait until they feel ready. They do not wait for the perfect moment. They take action despite the discomfort, despite the fear. If you want to unleash your true power, you must become addicted to growth. You must seek challenges instead of avoiding them. The truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you strength. No one will fight your battles for you. If you want to be powerful, it is your responsibility to rise. It starts with self-awareness. It starts with looking at yourself in the mirror and admitting where you have been weak, where you have fallen short, and where you need to improve. The weak blame others. The strong take ownership of their reality. Recognizing your weaknesses does not make you weak, it makes you wise. It separates those who settle from those who rise. It is easy to pretend that everything is fine, but real strength comes from being honest about what needs to change. The moment you stop lying to yourself, you take control of your destiny. The moment you stop avoiding the hard truths, you gain the ability to reshape your life. If you truly want to destroy your weaknesses, you must develop the mindset of a warrior. A warrior does not hide from battle. A warrior does not wish for an easier path. A warrior prepares, fights, and refuses to quit. If you wake up every day with the intention to be better than you were yesterday, weakness has no choice but to fade away. It cannot survive in the presence of relentless effort. Growth is painful. It demands sacrifice. It requires breaking old habits, eliminating excuses, and stepping into discomfort again and again. But on the other side of that pain is power. On the other side of struggle is strength. If you are willing to endure the process, you will come out on the other side as a different person, stronger, sharper, and unstoppable. This is just the beginning. Recognizing your weaknesses is the first step, but now, the real work begins. In the next part, we will break down the power of mindset and how rewiring your beliefs can turn your weaknesses into strengths. Because strength is not just about the body, it is about the mind, and your mind can either be your greatest ally or your greatest enemy. If this message resonated with you, don't just listen, take action. Destroy your weaknesses and unleash your true power. This journey is not for the weak. It is for those who are ready to take control of their lives. Subscribe to United Sports for more powerful content. And if you found value in this, make sure to like, share, and spread the message. The path to strength starts now. Keep pushing forward. The power of mindset. Rewiring your beliefs for success. Weakness is not permanent. In the last part, we uncovered the truth. Weakness exists only when it is ignored. But now, the real transformation begins. Recognizing your weaknesses is just the first step. The next step is to reprogram your mind, because without the right mindset, even the strongest body will collapse under pressure. Strength is not just about muscles. It is about what happens inside your head. Every action starts with a thought. If your thoughts are weak, your actions will be weak. If you believe you are not good enough, not capable enough, or not strong enough, then those beliefs will shape your reality. But here's the truth. Your beliefs are not set in stone. They are not facts. They are only patterns your mind has learned over time. And if they can be learned, they can be unlearned. The most powerful people in history were not born with unshakable confidence. They built it. They rewired their minds to see challenges as opportunities. They trained themselves to think differently. They refused to let fear, doubt, or past failures define their future. They understood that the mind is like a muscle. It grows stronger when it is challenged. Every time you tell yourself, "I can't do this," you are strengthening the wrong belief. You are reinforcing a lie that has no place in your life. But the moment you change that statement to, "I am learning, I am growing, I will figure this out," you are shifting your mindset from weakness to strength. This is how transformation begins. People who stay weak believe that their abilities are fixed. They think that intelligence, talent, and success are things you are born with. But people who rise above their weaknesses understand that everything is a skill. Strength is a skill. Confidence is a skill. Discipline is a skill. And skills can be developed with time, effort, and the right mindset. Your mind has been trained by years of habits, experiences, and influences. If you have spent your life listening to negativity, feeding on doubt, and surrounding yourself with people who settle for less, then your mind has adapted to weakness. But you are not stuck. You have the power to reprogram yourself. The question is, will you do it? Rewiring your beliefs is not easy. It takes effort. It takes consistency. But the reward is life-changing. Imagine waking up every day with the mindset that no obstacle is too big, no challenge is too hard, and no failure is final. Imagine seeing yourself as capable, strong, and unstoppable. That is the power of mindset. Success is not built in a day, but failure happens in an instant. It happens when you allow a single negative thought to take control. It happens when you let fear dictate your actions. Weakness does not begin in the body. It begins in the mind. If you want to destroy weakness, start by destroying weak thoughts. When something feels difficult, don't say, "This is too hard." Say, "This is a challenge I will overcome." When you fail, don't say, "I'm not good enough." Say, "This is a lesson, and I am learning." The words you use shape your mindset. Your mindset shapes your actions. Your actions shape your future. Look at the most successful people in the world. Do you think they never struggled? Do you think they never had moments of doubt? Of course, they did. But they refused to let those moments define them. They trained their minds to push forward, even when things were uncertain, even when the odds were against them. The mind is powerful, but most people let it work against them instead of for them. They let fear, doubt, and insecurities take control. But what if you took control? What if, instead of letting your mind talk you out of things, you trained it to push you forward? This is what separates winners from losers. A weak mind is a prisoner. It keeps you stuck in fear, stuck in excuses, stuck in mediocrity. But a strong mind is free. It sees endless possibilities, endless opportunities, and endless growth. The choice is yours. Do you want to be a prisoner of your own thoughts? Or do you want to break free and take control? Your mindset is your foundation. If it is weak, everything built on top of it will crumble. If it is strong, nothing can break you. Your job is to build a mindset so powerful that no setback, no failure, and no challenge can shake you. And the only way to do that is through daily training. Every day, feed your mind with strength. Surround yourself with people who push you forward. Read books that challenge your thinking. Listen to words that inspire you. Remove anything that weakens you, negative influences, self-doubt, and distractions. The more you train your mind, the stronger it becomes. Most people wait until they feel ready before they take action. But here's the secret. If you wait for motivation, you will never start. Winners do not wait for the right feeling. They create the right mindset. They act even when they don't feel like it. They push forward even when their mind tells them to stop. Changing your mindset is not about pretending life is easy. It is about facing reality with strength. It is about looking at every difficulty and saying, "This will not break me. This will make me." It is about replacing doubt with belief, fear with courage, and hesitation with action. This is your moment. Right now, you have a choice. You can let your old beliefs keep you weak, or you can start rewriting your story. You can start speaking strength into your life. You can start seeing yourself as someone who is capable of more, deserving of more, and willing to fight for more. Reprogramming your mind is the most important step in destroying weakness. Because once your mindset is strong, nothing can stop you. In the next part, we will break down why discipline, not motivation, is the true key to success. The strong are not always motivated, but they are always disciplined. That is what sets them apart. If you are ready to become the strongest version of yourself, take action now. Discipline over motivation, the key to long-term growth. Motivation is a spark. It burns bright for a moment, but fades just as quickly. It is unreliable. It comes and goes based on how you feel, the weather outside, or the circumstances of the day. If you only act when you feel motivated, you will never reach your true potential. The strongest individuals do not rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. Discipline is the foundation of success. It is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Weakness grows in the absence of discipline. When people lack self-control, they make excuses. They say, "I'll start tomorrow," or "I'm too tired today." But tomorrow never comes for those who wait for the perfect moment. The disciplined understand that success is built in the small, daily actions that no one sees. They don't wait for motivation to push them, they push themselves. Discipline is what separates the average from the elite. It is what allows people to rise above distractions, temptations, and momentary discomfort. Think about the most successful individuals in any field: athletes, entrepreneurs, leaders. They don't stop when they are tired. They stop when the work is done. And then, they do it again the next day. The truth is, discipline is painful. It requires sacrifice. It means waking up early when you want to sleep in. It means training when your body aches, studying when you're exhausted, and pushing forward when everything inside you tells you to quit. But that pain is temporary. The rewards of discipline last forever. People who rely on motivation alone will always struggle with inconsistency. One day, they are inspired and full of energy. The next, they are distracted and making excuses. But those who rely on discipline are consistent. They show up every single day, no matter how they feel. They are not controlled by emotions. They are controlled by purpose. The disciplined do not look for shortcuts. They do not search for easy solutions or quick fixes. They understand that true strength is built through effort, repetition, and perseverance. While others look for an easier path, they take the hard road, knowing that it is the only road that leads to greatness. Weakness fades in the presence of discipline. The moment a person commits to showing up daily, no matter how tired, unmotivated, or discouraged they feel, they take control of their life. Every action, no matter how small, compounds over time. Each disciplined decision builds momentum, turning effort into habits and habits into unstoppable progress. The power of discipline is not just about work. It applies to every area of life: health, relationships, finances, mindset. Those who practice discipline in one area naturally strengthen other areas. A person who is disciplined in the gym is more likely to be disciplined in business. A person who controls their diet is more likely to control their emotions. Discipline builds a foundation for success in everything. Many people believe discipline is restrictive, that it limits freedom. But the truth is the opposite. Discipline creates freedom. The person who wakes up early, follows a plan, and takes action is in control of their life. The person who waits for motivation is controlled by circumstances. When you develop discipline, you gain the power to shape your future instead of being a victim of it. Developing discipline is not easy, but it is simple. It starts with one decision: to take responsibility, to stop making excuses, to stop waiting for the right time. It starts with doing one thing today that your future self will thank you for, and then doing it again tomorrow. The path to greatness is lonely. Not everyone will understand your level of commitment. While others relax, you will work. While they party, you will grind. While they sleep, you will prepare. Discipline demands sacrifice, but in the end, it gives you everything that others only dream of. No one is born disciplined. It is developed. It is trained. It is a choice made over and over again. The moment you commit to discipline, you start to destroy your weakness. You start to take back control. And that is when you unleash your true power. In the next part, we will dive deeper into another crucial factor: breaking comfort zones, embracing challenges for transformation. Because discipline alone is not enough. To grow, you must push beyond what you already know, beyond what is familiar. The true test of strength is the ability to step into discomfort and thrive. If this message spoke to you, then take action. Do not wait for motivation. Start now. Make discipline your foundation, and you will build a life of unstoppable success. Breaking comfort zones, embracing challenges for transformation. Comfort is the silent enemy of growth. It feels safe, familiar, and easy, but it slowly weakens the mind and body. Those who stay in their comfort zones remain stagnant, watching life pass them by. Strength is not built in ease. It is forged in struggle. To truly unleash power, one must step beyond what feels safe and embrace the unknown. Most people fear discomfort because it comes with uncertainty. They would rather stay where they are than take the risk of failure. But what they fail to realize is that discomfort is not the enemy. Complacency is. Every great achievement, every success story, began with someone daring to step outside their limits. Growth only happens when a person willingly chooses challenge over comfort. Weakness thrives in routine. Doing the same things, thinking the same thoughts, and avoiding new experiences create a cycle of mediocrity. The strongest individuals are not those who were given the easiest lives. They are those who chose to push through difficulty. They understood that discomfort is the price of transformation. Fear is what keeps people trapped. The fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of stepping into the unknown. But fear is not real. It is a creation of the mind. It is an illusion that loses power the moment it is faced head-on. The person who challenges fear, who moves forward despite it, is the one who discovers true strength. No one ever became powerful by staying where they were. The greatest athletes, leaders, and innovators were not born extraordinary. They became extraordinary by stepping into discomfort again and again. They trained harder when others rested. They took risks when others hesitated. They challenged themselves daily until growth became a way of life. The truth is, the mind and body adapt to whatever they are given. If given weakness, they become weaker. If given struggle, they become stronger. The person who lifts heavier weights becomes physically powerful. The one who faces hard situations becomes mentally unbreakable. Strength is a choice, and it is made every day. Many people wait for motivation to take action, but motivation is unreliable. It fades when things become difficult. Discipline, however, remains. The disciplined individual does not rely on feelings, they rely on habits. They do not wait for the perfect moment, they create it. They push through discomfort not because they enjoy it, but because they understand its purpose. Every challenge is an opportunity. The moments of struggle are not setbacks, they are lessons. They shape character, build resilience, and prepare a person for greater victories. Those who avoid challenges remain weak. Those who embrace them become unstoppable. The greatest regrets are not from the risks taken, but from the risks avoided. The person who never steps beyond their comfort zone will never know what they could have achieved. They will never discover their full potential. The only way to grow is to face the things that seem impossible and prove to yourself that they are not. Comfort zones are prisons disguised as safe spaces. They keep people from experiencing life fully. They rob them of opportunities, strength, and the power to shape their own destiny. The moment a person decides to step beyond what is comfortable, they begin to live with purpose. The world does not reward those who avoid challenges. It rewards those who face them. The strongest individuals did not start with power. They built it through relentless effort. They did not let fear dictate their lives. They chose discomfort over weakness, struggle over ease, and effort over excuses. Excuses are the tools of the weak. I'm not ready. It's too hard. I'll start tomorrow. These are the lies that keep people trapped in mediocrity. The strong do not wait. They take action now. They understand that every delay is a step backward. It is easy to wish for success, but wishing changes nothing. Action does. The one who commits, who shows up every day despite the obstacles, is the one who transforms their life. Power does not come from luck. It comes from effort. It comes from doing what others refuse to do. Breaking out of a comfort zone is painful. It requires sacrifice, effort, and persistence. But on the other side of that pain is strength. On the other side of struggle is transformation. Those who endure the process will discover a version of themselves they never knew existed. The key to destroying weakness is to make discomfort a habit. To wake up every day and do something that challenges the mind and body. To seek out growth instead of waiting for it to come. To push harder, aim higher, and never settle for less than full potential. The person you want to become is waiting on the other side of fear. Every step outside your comfort zone brings you closer to that version of yourself. Every challenge faced builds the strength needed to become unstoppable. The only way forward is through. Growth is a decision. Strength is a choice. Power is built through consistent action. The only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is your willingness to embrace discomfort. Break the limits. Step forward. Keep pushing. This journey is not over. It is just beginning. The next step is mastering emotional control, learning how to turn pain into power. Because strength is not just about pushing forward. It is about mastering the mind and using every experience as fuel for success. If this message speaks to you, do not let it be just words. Let it be a call to action. Like, share, and subscribe to United Sports to continue your journey toward true power. The road ahead is tough, but every challenge you embrace brings you one step closer to the life you were meant to live. Mastering emotional control, turning pain into power. Pain is a part of life. Everyone faces struggles, disappointments, and setbacks. But the difference between those who stay weak and those who become strong is how they react to that pain. Weakness allows emotions to take control. Strength uses emotions as fuel to push forward. Those who master their emotions master their destiny. A person who cannot control their emotions is like a ship without a captain, drifting aimlessly, controlled by the storms of life. One moment, they are motivated. The next, they are broken. But a warrior, a person truly determined to succeed, does not allow emotions to dictate their actions. They acknowledge their pain, but refuse to be controlled by it. Life will test everyone. It will throw challenges that feel impossible. It will push people to their limits. But emotions, no matter how intense, do not define a person. What defines them is their response. Will they break under pressure, or will they rise above it? The choice is always theirs. Anger, frustration, sadness, these are not enemies. They are signals. They tell a person where they need to grow. Instead of suppressing these emotions or letting them control them, the strong use them as teachers. They ask, why do I feel this way? And how can I turn this energy into something productive? The world is filled with distractions, and emotions are one of the biggest. People make impulsive decisions because they let emotions take over. They quit too soon because they feel discouraged. They give up on themselves because doubt creeps in. But true strength is about staying focused, even when emotions try to pull them away from their goals. A strong mind understands that feelings come and go. Happiness, sadness, excitement, fear, they are temporary. But the decisions a person makes in emotional moments can have permanent consequences. That is why control is everything. Mastering emotions means mastering life. A person who is easily angered can be manipulated. A person who is easily discouraged will always fail. A person who seeks comfort in every moment will never grow. That is why discipline must be stronger than emotion. Discipline is what keeps a person moving forward when their feelings try to hold them back. Weakness is listening to every emotion as if it is truth. Strength is understanding that emotions are only thoughts passing through the mind. A person does not have to obey them. They can choose to rise above them. They can choose to stay calm when everything inside them wants to panic. They can choose to keep going when everything inside them wants to quit. The greatest warriors in history were not fearless. They felt fear, but they did not let it control them. They felt doubt, but they kept moving forward. They were tired, but they did not stop. This is the difference between those who succeed and those who fail. Emotion does not decide the future. Actions do. Pain will come. That is guaranteed. But suffering is a choice. A person who masters their emotions understands this. They know that pain is temporary, but what they do with it can change their life forever. They take the pain and turn it into power. They take the struggle and turn it into strength. Most people allow pain to break them. They let failure define them. They let setbacks steal their confidence. But those who unleash their true power do the opposite. They take every hardship and turn it into fuel. They say, "This will not destroy me. This will make me stronger." There is no strength without struggle. There is no power without pain. The ones who become unstoppable are those who refuse to let emotions weaken them. They use every hardship as training. They embrace discomfort because they know that growth lives there. Every moment of anger, sadness, or doubt is an opportunity. It is a chance to prove strength. It is a chance to rise above. It is a chance to say, "I will not be controlled by my emotions. I will control them." The ones who understand this will always rise higher than those who don't. Mastering emotions does not mean ignoring them. It means understanding them, controlling them, and using them in the right way. It means recognizing when emotions are helpful and when they are destructive. A disciplined mind does not react. It responds with wisdom. Patience is power. When a person learns to pause before reacting, they gain control over every situation. They no longer make decisions based on temporary emotions. They think, they analyze, and they act with purpose. This is how they build strength that lasts. The journey to success is filled with moments that test emotional control. Moments of fear, moments of frustration, moments of doubt. But every time a person remains calm, every time they push forward despite the struggle, they become stronger. People will judge. People will doubt. The world will try to break them. But those who master their emotions do not let outside noise affect their inner world. They stay focused, they stay disciplined, and they keep building the life they want. The weak live by their feelings. The strong live by their vision. A weak person says, "I don't feel like it." A strong person says, "I will do it anyway." And in the end, it is that discipline, that control, that makes them unstoppable. Pain can be a prison, or it can be a weapon. The choice is always in the hands of the individual. Weakness listens to emotions. Strength listens to purpose. And those who master their emotions, those who use them instead of being used by them, become truly powerful. In the next part, the journey continues. Confidence is not something a person is born with. It is built. And those who master emotional control are ready to develop unshakable confidence, the kind that makes them unstoppable. Developing unshakable confidence, becoming the strongest version of yourself. Confidence is not something a person is born with. It is built, shaped, and earned. It is not given freely. It is a reward for those who decide to take control of their lives. True confidence is not about pretending to be fearless. It is about knowing that fear exists but refusing to let it stop you. It is about standing firm, even when the world tries to shake you. In the previous parts, you learned how to recognize your weaknesses, rewire your mindset, and step outside your comfort zone. Now, it is time to develop something that will make you unstoppable, unshakable confidence. Without confidence, even the strongest person will hesitate. With it, even the weakest person can rise. Confidence is not arrogance. It is not about thinking you are better than others. It is about knowing your worth, trusting your abilities, and refusing to let self-doubt control your life. Confidence is built through action. You do not become confident by waiting. You do not become confident by hoping. You become confident by proving to yourself, day after day, that you are capable. Every challenge you face, every weakness you overcome, every difficult moment you push through. These are the things that make you strong. Confidence is built in the fire of struggle. The biggest mistake people make is believing that confidence comes first, then action follows. The truth is the opposite. Action comes first, then confidence follows. If you wait to feel confident before taking a step, you will never move. You must step forward while afraid. You must act while uncertain. Only then will you begin to trust yourself. Only then will confidence begin to grow. Your mind believes what you repeatedly tell it. If you constantly say, "I'm not good enough, I can't do this," or "I always fail," then your confidence will shatter before you even begin. But if you feed your mind with strength, if you remind yourself, I am learning, I am improving, I am capable, then confidence will start to take root. The words you speak to yourself shape the person you become. Doubt is an illusion. It is a voice that whispers lies, trying to convince you that you are not strong enough. But doubt has no power unless you give it permission. When doubt enters your mind, do not argue with it. Do not entertain it. Instead, take action. Do something that reminds you of your strength. Because once you act, doubt loses its grip. Every person who has ever achieved greatness has battled self-doubt. Every successful individual has faced moments of uncertainty. The difference is that they did not let doubt win. They moved forward anyway. They chose confidence, not because it was easy, but because they refused to let fear dictate their future. Your environment affects your confidence more than you realize. If you surround yourself with negativity, with people who constantly bring you down, with voices that tell you what you cannot do, then confidence will always feel like an uphill battle. But if you surround yourself with strength, with people who push you, inspire you, and challenge you, then confidence becomes easier to build. Protect your energy. Choose your surroundings wisely. Mistakes do not define you. Failure does not define you. The only thing that defines you is what you choose to do next. Every mistake is a lesson. Every failure is a stepping stone. The strongest people are not those who never fall. They are the ones who rise every single time they do. Confidence is not about being perfect. It is about knowing that even in your lowest moments, you have the power to rise again. Do not wait for permission to be confident. Do not wait for someone to tell you that you are good enough. You do not need permission to be strong. You do not need approval to chase your goals. Stand tall. On your path. Walk forward with certainty, not because you are fearless, but because you refuse to let fear win. People who lack confidence wait for the perfect moment. They wait until they feel ready. But confidence is not about waiting. It is about doing. It is about stepping forward even when you are unsure. It is about trusting that no matter what happens, you have the strength to handle it. Your past does not define your confidence. It does not matter how many times you have failed before. It does not matter how many times you have fallen short. What matters is what you do next. If you make the decision to grow, to improve, to keep pushing forward, then confidence will become a part of you. One of the greatest lessons in life is this. Confidence is built, not given. No one is born with it. No one hands it to you. You create it through effort, through persistence, through refusing to quit when things get tough. Confidence is not a feeling, it is a choice. Do not compare yourself to others. Your journey is your own. Confidence is not about being better than someone else. It is about being better than you were yesterday. The only competition that matters is the one between you and the person you used to be. Strong confidence comes from knowing that you are in control of your own life. You are not waiting for someone to save you. You are not blaming circumstances. You are taking responsibility for your growth. That is what separates the weak from the strong. If you want to develop unshakable confidence, you must be willing to take risks. You must be willing to fail, to learn, to grow. Every time you step outside of your comfort zone, you build strength. Every time you face a challenge head-on, you prove to yourself that you are capable. This is your life. You have one chance to make it count. Will you let fear hold you back? Or will you rise with confidence, knowing that you are capable of more than you ever imagined? The choice is yours. In the next part, we will uncover how to take all of this strength and confidence and use it to unleash your true power. Because confidence is just the foundation, what you build on it is what truly defines you. Unleashing your true power, living with purpose and relentless action. Power is not something you wait for. It is not something given. It is something you take, something you build, something you become. Every person has the potential to be powerful, but most will never reach it. Not because they can't, but because they stop too soon. They let weakness win. They let fear hold them back. But those who refuse to quit, those who push past their limits, they are the ones who rise. Everything until now has been leading to this moment. You have recognized your weaknesses. You have reshaped your mindset. You have chosen discipline over comfort. You have broken your limits. You have mastered control over your emotions. You have built unshakable confidence. And now, the final step, turning everything you have learned into relentless action. Because knowledge means nothing without execution. The strongest people in the world are not the ones who simply think about success. They are the ones who act. Every single day, they show up. even when they don't feel like it, even when no one is watching, even when the results don't come immediately. They understand that true power is built through consistency, through effort, through an unbreakable commitment to improvement. Most people fail not because they are weak, but because they stop. They look at the mountain ahead and convince themselves it's too steep, too far, too difficult. But the ones who succeed, the ones who unleash their true power, they don't focus on the whole mountain. They focus on the next step. They wake up every morning and move forward, no matter how small the progress is, because they know that every step taken is one step closer to greatness. Purpose is what separates those who drift from those who dominate. If you do not know why you are fighting, you will quit when it gets hard. If you do not have a reason bigger than your excuses, you will never last. Purpose gives you strength when you are tired. It keeps you standing when the world tries to knock you down. Find your purpose, hold on to it, and let it guide your every move. Success is not about luck. It is not about talent. It is about decisions. Every day, you are making choices that will either make you stronger or keep you weak. The choice to wake up early or sleep in. The choice to train your mind or waste time. The choice to keep going or to give up. Every choice you make is either pushing you forward or pulling you back. Choose wisely. The truth is, life will never get easier. Challenges will never stop coming. There will always be struggles, setbacks, and obstacles. But you are not meant to have an easy life. You are meant to become stronger. The goal is not to avoid difficulty. The goal is to become the person who can handle anything. The person who never backs down. The person who fights and wins. Pain is not your enemy. Fear is not your enemy. Doubt is not your enemy. These things exist to test you, to shape you, to mold you into something greater. Every great warrior, every champion, every leader, at some point, they have faced moments where they wanted to quit. But instead of giving in, they used their pain as fuel. They turned fear into motivation. They transformed doubt into confidence. And because of that, they became unstoppable. If you are waiting for motivation, stop. Motivation is temporary. It fades, it disappears, and if you rely on it, you will never achieve anything great. Instead, rely on discipline. Rely on habits. Rely on the understanding that even when you don't feel like it, you must keep going. Because success is built in the moments when no one is watching. Weakness is a choice. Strength is a choice. Which one are you going to make? You already know what it feels like to be weak. You already know what it feels like to give up. Now, it's time to know what it feels like to be powerful. To fight for what you want. To demand more from yourself. To refuse to settle for anything less than excellence. The strongest people in the world are not fearless. They feel fear just like everyone else. The difference is, they don't let it stop them. They don't run from it. They face it head-on and push through it. Fear is only as strong as the power you give it. Take its power away, and it becomes nothing. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting until you feel ready. Stop waiting for someone to save you. The time to take action is now. The time to step up is now. The time to unleash your true power is now. There are no second chances. There are no do-overs. Every day you waste is a day you will never get back. You have everything you need to win. Every lesson, every challenge, every hardship you have faced has been preparing you for this moment. But no one can do it for you. No one can make you great. No one can force you to rise. It is your decision, your responsibility, your life. Own it. Remember this. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. It is the foundation of all success. Without it, talent means nothing. Intelligence means nothing. Ambition means nothing. The only thing that separates winners from everyone else is their ability to stay committed long after the excitement fades. You are stronger than you think. You are capable of more than you realize. But you will never know your true power until you push yourself past your limits. You will never know what you are truly capable of until you stop making excuses and start demanding more from yourself. There will be days when you feel like quitting. There will be moments when you wonder if it's worth it. But that is when you must remind yourself why you started. That is when you must dig deeper, push harder, and refuse to back down. Because the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. Your power is already inside you. It has always been there. But only those who are willing to fight for it will ever unlock it. Only those who refuse to quit will ever reach their true potential. Decide right now that you will be one of them. The journey does not end here. This is just the beginning. Every day is a new opportunity to grow, to improve, to become stronger. Never stop. Never settle. Never look back. Keep moving forward. Keep pushing. Keep rising. If you are ready to unleash your true power, then commit. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Because the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the decision to take action. This is your moment. This is your time. Unleash your true power and never look back.